Wow. That is literally all I can say right now, guys. The amount of comments, the amount of messages, the amount of people that have reached out through Instagram, just showing their regards, saying they have me in their prayers. It's amazing. It's amazing that I'm a part of this community and I have the support behind me from you guys, my viewers. I literally don't know what to say. I'm almost like speechless. This is unreal. The amount of comments I got saying that they're praying for me, they're thinking of me, or those of you that have been in my exact same shoes, maybe 10 years ago or 5 years ago, or maybe you're going through it the same time I am. I cannot begin to express how grateful I am and how thoughtful it is of you guys to take the time to even watch the video that I created, but also to leave a comment, a thoughtful comment. I won't be able to express enough in words and get it through this video of how much I truly appreciate every single one of you that have reached out. It's not only have made me feel better through this process, but it really does mean a lot, and it makes this YouTube thing that I'm doing that started from nothing to what I've created and this community I've created. It gives me, honestly, it's like something to live for. It was a hobby, and now it's something I'm passionate about this, guys. So I really cannot appreciate enough what all you guys have said and reached out, and even the offers I've received from, people helping to offer editing my videos and offering any type of, if I need to just talk to somebody. I cannot express enough how grateful I am for that. Honestly, guys, I know some of you aren't religious, but this is something that's very important to me. I just do want to give a shout out to my God. He's been here. I've been, laying on him heavy recently with the sleepless nights and the very stressful days. It's been tough, I'm not gonna lie, but having a God and having someone I can talk to and pray to and rely on and know he's got a plan for me. I'll wear him around my neck all the time. I gotta say this in this video. It means the world to me to be involved in a church, to be involved with God, have a relationship with my God, and I can't express that enough too, is how much that has helped me get through this process as well. One thing I've noticed that's actually pretty funny is I actually feel like I am working more right now without even having a day job than I was previously with my day job, because I was relaxed. I wasn't working as much as I needed to because I had that check coming in. Now it's up to me to be bringing money in, and I feel like I'm hustling harder and harder. These videos are going to be coming out more. I'll get into everything else in a second, but it's just funny to me that I'm actually hustling harder than I was when I had my day job, to know that this is real life. It is up to me now to determine what my future is. And one of the main reasons why I'm making this video right now is because I actually got a lot of comments that were amazing, saying that with my story and what I was talking about and being upfront with you guys, that I had people saying they were putting more money into their emergency fund right away because of what could happen. If you would have told me I was losing my job a week ago, I would have said you're lying. There's no way. So the mere fact that video helped, people realize that anything could happen at any moment, that right there is why I made that video. If that video helped one person, then that video was worth it. And with this video, I got comments about people saying how they're going through the same thing I am right now. They were just laid off from their jobs. They're unaware. They're not sure what they're going to do. They're scared. They're nervous. And trust me, I'm with you guys. I am with you. Those ones that are going through this right now, I am with you. I'm going through it. And trust me, we're going to make it through it. We're going to do this. But it takes your mindset is what it takes to get you out of this slump, to go over this hump or this little bump in the road. So the whole reason I'm making this video is to tell you guys that are going through this process or the same time I am, or who have been through it, or who may have to go through it in the future, what I am doing right now to further myself and to help myself get over this hump. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm doubling down or tripling down on my side hustle, which is this YouTube channel. I'm going to be putting my blood, sweat, and tears into this channel over the next few weeks until I can find another job. to try and bring in more income, but also try to put out a lot more valuable content for you guys because I have the time to study more, to look up, things that I may not have been able to look up in the future because I was limited on time. And if you guys don't mind, to help me out, just hitting that like button. If you just hit it, tap it, I say this all the time, do whatever you need to do. And real quick, another thing about this community, about this YouTube community, even, this is us creators, the amount of YouTubers, the amount of other creators that saw my video and reached out to me and, saying I'm in their prayers and I'll get through this. I got to give shout outs to all you guys, Jeremy from Financial Education, Marco from Whiteboard Finance, Nate O'Brien, Brad from the Fin Mindset. The dude sent me $20 to go buy a case of Natty Light. I mean, you can't get much cooler than that. You got Jared Morrow, Kelly from Freedom in a Budget, Dennis, True Financials, just all these YouTubers that have reached out. And if I missed anybody, I'll write them all down in the description. I cannot thank you all enough for, how much you guys have meant to me and the relationships I've built. And for you just guys just reaching out, it really did help. John Scholler, Will from the Financial Wolf, and they're all coming back to me. There was a ton of them, and if I missed you guys, I'm so sorry. But it really does mean a lot to me. So the second thing I'm doing during this period is I'm hustling my ass off first, but I am cold calling landlords within a 20, 30 mile radius of my home, and I am offering some skills that I have to offer. I am a kind of a handyman. I'm not a licensed carpenter or a licensed plumber by any means, but I can do a lot of stuff myself that I do around the house, and as an investor that I know I could offer to other landlords in the area. So simply what I did is I would log on in Zillow, I'd search for homes that are renting in my area, and I'm cold calling them. I'm literally calling them and saying, hey, I saw you had a property listed. They're like, oh yeah, it's either rented or, we're still looking for tenants. And I'm like, no, actually, I'm here to offer you my services. I was recently laid off. I'm an investor myself, and I know how reliable it is to have somebody you can just pick up, call your phone and say, hey, I need you to give me a bid to go fix this. So I'm just literally getting my name out there, and I got to give a quick shout out to Rick Jarman at Real Estate Investing Old School. I'll leave his stuff up here as well. He actually called me, and him and I had a great talk. I look at Rick as a mentor of mine. So if you guys are interested in anything real estate, go check him out. But he really did offer me some great advice. He's kind of been through this himself way back in the past. And he left me with a verse that meant a lot, Matthew 6, verse 24. Go check that out. That meant a lot to me as well, guys. So just again, the amount of people who have reached out has been incredible. But yeah, I'm literally cold calling landlords to try to get work, to try to go make some extra cash by fixing things. And that's one thing I want to make a point on. Don't be afraid to just randomly call people. If you're in dire need of some money or you're in dire need of some work, literally pick up your phone and start calling people right away. I'm not nervous to cold call people to ask for a service, to offer a service to them, because what's the worst thing that can happen? They're going to say no. And I got plenty of no's. Probably, honestly, I called a lot of landlords and 60% of them told me no or they weren't interested. No big deal. Nothing changed for me. But those 40%, a couple of them even said they wanted my number. They're going to call me back. They have some jobs ready for next week that I'm going to be working at. That right there was worth all those no's. And that goes in for anything in your life. Looking for a job, asking for a raise, ask away. There's nothing that can come bad from it. The worst thing that can happen is they say no and you're right back at the same spot you were before. So another thing that I'm doing during this process is I am looking up companies by doing a Google search of all the types of companies that I could work for. These are construction companies, these are engineering companies, anything that I know would align with my skill set and my expertise and my experience. I am looking up the types of companies from where I live. I'm going about 30 minutes south, and I'm going about 45 minutes north from where I live, and the main highway that I live off of. And I'm going up the highway, and I'm literally calling them. I did that the next day that I got laid off, And I'm just calling them and saying, can I talk to HR? When I get to HR, I explain my story, who I am, what I'm doing real quick in like 30 seconds. It's called an elevator speech. And I, just let them know, hey, my name's JJ Buckner. Was a project engineer slash estimator at a local construction company. I even say the company I was working for to let them know, because there was a well-known company that I worked for. I let them know I got laid off, the reason why, and I'm looking for a position, at your company if you guys are hiring. And I already got multiple interviews just from doing that. I had lunch Friday that I talked about on my Instagram if you guys follow me there, and then I have 2 more interviews on Tuesday just from making those calls, just from cold calling and talking to HR and kind of having a quick 30-second elevator speech. And I've already heard from multiple people saying like, wow, that's pretty, we don't get this a lot. The fact that you're just, picking up a phone call and calling us, that means a lot to them as a company, that I'm willing to put the effort into doing that. So that already looks good for me as a potential employee with that company. But guys, I again, to sum everything up, I cannot express the amount of support I got from you guys, and how much I really do appreciate it. It means so much to me. So thank you guys so much. If you commented on my last video, I literally don't know what else to say. I'm speechless with the amount of support I received from this community and everyone on my Instagram as well. I cannot thank you guys enough. But guys, I'm going to end the video here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you stuck around this long, first of all, thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. If you did, leave me a little comment, like a thumbs up emoji or something. That way I know you guys made it to this point, because this is amazing. The fact that I got people who are rooting for me means a lot. So until the next video, guys, you all take care.